Hey, PF peers. Wait, that sounds... PF peeps? Pants-free podcaster listening people? Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can get all the audio and sometimes more. YouTube.com/pantsfreepod. There you can find a link where you can get texted when we upload a new Pants-Free podcast. Every Thursday and sometimes more. YouTube.com/pantsfreepod. And now, stay tuned for another episode.
Pantalones gratis con Marconi Bologna. Esto es Los Pantalones Libres de Podcast.
The Pants Free Podcast.
Pantaloni libero.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Pants Free Podcast. You can follow us on the Twitters, the Facebooks. Everything is /pantsfreepod. Instagram even, if you want to see pictures of us without pants. I mean, come on, what's wrong with you? Also, we have merch now, Nick.
We do. You can clothe yourself if you've been unable to in the past.
I think the coolest thing, and I don't know about you because I drink a lot of coffee, but the coffee mug looks really cool with our new logo.
I think it does, and I think the coffee probably tastes better too.
I think, yes, and coffee does taste better if you're not wearing pants. And if you're wearing pants drinking coffee, you're doing it wrong.
Now, I had an email from a viewer the other day that wanted to know if chapans counted. And I told him, yeah, you can't. You have to be in your underwear. Chapans don't count.
What are...
You know what chapans are something invented in Canada, which are actually pants where the below the knee comes off and they can turn into shorts.
Oh, so it's like jorts?
Yeah, but they're called chapans, and I explained to them they were still a kind of pants, so no, it didn't count. They need to get them off altogether.
One of my favorite bits Letterman ever did was he used to do this bit where he'd go down the street with a guy and scissors and a camera, and he would just ask people if he could turn their pants into shorts during the summer. May we turn your pants into shorts? So I always thought that would be... I love Letterman so much. Like, I think his classic bits should be repeated by the world just as an homage to Letterman. Him throwing stuff off roofs and turning people's pants into shorts were my favorite bits.
Throwing stuff off roofs, we used to do that. Remember that?
And see, they all seriously. Radio has always been inspired by Howard Stern and Letterman. Let's be honest, and
right.
Two of the greatest guys in broadcasting. And turning pants into shorts, that should be our new thing. Like we should do that on the podcast. We should start asking people to either do it on video and send us to our YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, we are on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/pantsfreepod. So, bam. So,
I'm thinking that what we should do is maybe set up a series of videos where we can turn people's pants into shorts.
I like it. This podcast is so close to just being a video channel, Nick. Speaking of that, I'm very excited because, of course, I do a video every single week. And this week, Nick, did you see the video that I put out, the Going Ham?
I did. And you're not black, but you sure as heck act like a rap star.
Well, I got challenged by a few people on my Tumblr page to do a rap video. So I was in Denver doing a big party at this place called Lodo, and ZZ Ward and Frank Turner were there. I was there with a bunch of friends from a radio station. And I just shot some footage, and then I inserted, of course, Sierra Cake and a couple of other people into the video. And, oh, look, Nick Miles made a cameo.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
Are you regretting ever being in my Harlem Shake video?
Yes, absolutely.
So check it out if you haven't already, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's just /me Marconi or memarconi.com. And also, another YouTube event that happened this week that I'm pretty excited for is Nick, on your Nick JMiles channel, got to 15 million views.
Yeah, we passed the big 15 million mark, which was interesting because we were sort of at 14,850,000, or 14 million,
right.
950,000.
You're so close.
And then what happened is it just went crazy. And between the announcement, which was a couple days ago, and today, it already got another 17,000 hits.
Well, that video that you put of, 2 minutes of just your yam bag really helped, I think.
Yeah, that is my number one video, my yam bag.
You got to be proud of that. Come on.
Uh-huh. Oh, absolutely.
That's cool, though. Congratulations. And how did you celebrate?
I celebrated by telling everybody how fabulous I was.
Oh, okay. You didn't do it you didn't go out and have a big, a piece of cake or something?
No, because here's the deal. I have to work next week for NBC in New York, and so I'm snowed with work, and I'm seriously worried that I'm not going to get all my work done before I leave.
Listen, you can have a piece of if you don't have time for a piece of cake, you're doing life wrong.
I bought some sugar-free gum. That was my celebration.
Oh, it's not every day you get 15 million views. I suggest get yourself a nice bottle of wine. You know you love the Riesling at what is it that you like?
Snoqualmie.
Yeah, get some Snoqualmie Riesling and celebrate a little bit.
Reserve.
I am disappointed in you. 15 million views. That is cause for celebration, my friend.
I will celebrate this weekend.
Oh, sure. Yeah, lies. I don't believe you.
Oh.
I need video or photographic evidence for proof.
I'm just going to send you more photos of my yam bag.
Thank you. Hey, Nick, this has nothing to do with your YouTube views, but a guy that we love who probably has had over 1 billion sales in bread is Dave's Killer Bread, and they just keep getting better. They're spreading their love across the United States. And you said you're going to New York? I think New York is their next target.
Well, that would be, maybe I should take some samples of people on the street. I will tell you that I had 2 pieces of Dave's Killer Bread before the podcast began.
You did? What did you put on? Just like butter and toast?
No, a poached egg on each one.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. See, now you've got me mouth-watering.
I can do more than that.
Oh. This is a family commercial.
All right.
If you are interested in bread, and I know you are, who doesn't eat? I mean, seriously, people that say I've gone off bread have never tried Dave's Killer Bread before because it's impossible. They have spelt. They have all kinds. You can order from their website. They probably are in your area. If you're in New York City, go out and look for it. It's coming there soon. If you're in Denver, it's there, California, and, of course, lovely Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, too. Dave'sKillerBread.com. Just say no to bread on drugs.
And here's my last testimony on this point. If I buy non-Dave's Killer Bread, which I haven't done for a while, but if I buy non-Dave's Killer Bread, I do not eat the heels of the bread. But with Dave's, you can't throw goodness away like that. You have to eat it.
The heel is like where the magic is.
Yeah? Have you ever put the heel in your mouth and suck on it? You know that's good.
I don't. You have a weird way of eating bread that I'm not aware of.
Here's the latest news from around the world, too, right in your own backyard.
Well, Nick, it's been a crazy week in news, and now I am ready. I'm taking off my jorts, and I am ready for pants-free news. What do you have?
Well, the big bubbling is the fact that the rumors could become trumors when Jimmy Fallon may be taking over from Jay Leno on The Tonight Show.
Wow. You know, I was thinking this. What if Jimmy Fallon is actually the host of The Tonight Show and Jay Leno takes over your local news?
You know, the funny thing is, I think Jay he's been doing The Tonight Show for a long time. I think he's probably tired. But the rumor is that Rockefeller Center is where the show will come from, and the rumor is that it'll be going back to New York, where it all started in 1954. Yeah,
it's weird because didn't Jay Leno just take the Tonight Show from Conan like 2 months ago?
I think it was a lot longer than that, but it feels like it was just recently.
Maybe it was like 2 years ago, though. It seems like weird that they wouldn't let Conan just develop it if all they were going to do was keep Leno for like 2 more years.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There was an actual rumor on the internet that Howard Stern was going to take over the Tonight Show, or Howard Stern would follow Jimmy Fallon, and he's been teasing that all week because whenever there's a rumor that's maybe true or not true, he just plays it up because it's funny.
Right.
So that's been pretty weird to listen to on Howard Stern show because he's been saying, "Oh yeah, he's been saying some disgusting things that he's going to do with Johnny Carson's corpse." If you have Sirius XM on demand, you might check out the Howard Stern show.
Oh, it's just.
But seriously, I mean, would you, if you're Jimmy Fallon and you saw what happened to Conan, would you trust getting handed the Tonight Show at all?
It's a difficult one. And the interesting thing is that Leno's contracted for the Tonight Show through 2014, but NBC are refusing to talk about it, so who knows?
Well, the one thing with Jimmy Fallon is he was getting paid for the late night show like 2 years before he even took over, because it was part of his deal, because they had like a holding deal because they didn't want Jimmy Fallon to host any other show. So maybe he's already the host of the Tonight Show in his bank account. We don't know.
Right.
The cool thing is I really like Jimmy Fallon as a guy. I thought he was funny on Saturday Night Live. And I think that he's a great host on his show. It's taken me a while to warm up to his show because, his first year he was in development, but he's hilarious.
But he's the sort of guy that does, like, really corny stuff, but he does it in such a way that it's actually funny. Yeah, he's like one of those guys that he does corny things, but he's lovable, so you kind of, like, are rooting for him. Right.
It's weird that someone I like will actually maybe host the Tonight Show. I was so excited for Conan, and now I kind of think the people that get rejected from the Tonight Show are the ones that are better. So maybe Jay Leno will just end up hosting the show till he's dead.
It's the news!
Twitter.
Yeah.
It could be trouble. I warned all my employees all the time. I was like, don't post stuff on Facebook or Twitter that you don't want the world to know. Because if you told everyone you were going home sick today because you didn't feel good at lunchtime, and then you post pictures from the golf course, we pretty much know you're lying. Right. Some people just don't get it. I mean, teens can be so energetic and so enthusiastic and so clever, but they can also be the stupidest in the world, as witnessed by a couple of things that happened last week. Two guys who posted pictures on social media after they committed rape, and or then two girls who did the same sort of thing, but they were threatening behavior. They didn't commit rape, but they had threatening behavior online, and then they posted it on social media. And guess what? They're all in trouble now.
Well, and the reason we're talking about Twitter is because it's 7 years anniversary this week. It's 7 years old.
And some of the people who use it act like they're 7.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Like, Twitter turned 7 years old, which is really the reading level of most of my tweets. And I was thinking about this, like all the stuff that's happened on Twitter since it began. I mean, Twitter is literally my longest relationship.
Really?
I was thinking, because I started it, I was thinking of all the girlfriends that I've had while on Twitter, and it's been great. And also, imagine all the celebrities that have said stupid things and canceled their accounts, and then, oh wait, I'm just thinking of Chris Brown.
So Bobby Brown, Tiger Woods is engaged.
Yeah, is this real? I thought he was dating, but then why would you, if you're Tiger Woods, why would you even get married? Why not just date for a few years?
Personally, kind of over Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, like, clearly his golf game is not as good as it used to be, and clearly he's not as cool as he used to be.
I find it weird, too. How boring is golf that they have one guy that is exciting in the sport that anybody cares about?
He's been down and out for a while. He's struggling to keep his...
But he's still the one name I know. I mean, I know Arnold Palmer because I order his drinks.
I know a few. I mean, I know a few golfers.
Name as many. How many golfers, just off the top of your head, can you name without Googling?
Luke Donald.
I've never heard of that guy.
I actually grew up with him. I mean,
all right. Is he famous?
Yeah. He's like, I think, the #1 British golfer.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. I only know Luke because I grew up with him.
Well, I know I can think of one. He's a heavy-set guy, and he's a drinker, and he smokes on the course. I can't think of... I like him because he's a personality, but I think he has a drinking problem, and I can't think of his name.
Me. That's me, I think.
Okay. And then there's, like, Phil Mickelson. I can think of his name, and that's about it.
Right.
Oh, and that guy is...
Oh, Michelle Wee.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know her because she does the Kia ads.
Kia.
Talking about annoying people, Bobby Brown's back out of jail.
Yeah, okay, so he was scheduled to be in for 55 days, and he was released from jail after 9 hours due to jail overcrowding.
Yeah.
How come celebrities always get that pass? Like, if it's overcrowded, let's the first one to go, let's get Bobby Brown out of here.
You know something? I think they have a system, and I think it's anytime a celebrity gets released is when we hear about it. But I think I think the system is like purely numerical. Like, these are the charges we're going to let out, and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, but Paris Hilton was scheduled to spend like a certain amount of time in jail, and she never had to spend her full time because of overcrowding. I think Lindsay Lohan hasn't spent more than a few hours in jail, and she was scheduled to spend months at a time.
My personal complaint about this is when celebrities are in jail, they get, housing, free food, free drink, and we pay for everything. And I don't, as a taxpayer, I don't want to pay for Bobby Brown to go to jail. I want him to pay me for the damage he does to me.
Just for knowing his life. He should have to pay us for that.
When news breaks, we're the first there to mark it.
All right, final story today. YouTube out of control with its growth. They're saying that more than 1 billion unique users per month.
And that is all because of Nick's yam bag on his YouTube channel.
That gets almost 1 billion hits on its own.
Right? I want a constant update of your yam bag views.
From the sack corner, here's the yam bag.
And now, 15,000,007. You know what's crazy is Billboard Charts has actually started to count YouTube views on their weekly updates of the countdown, and so Harlem Shake is now #1 on the Billboard Charts. That is an awful song. It's not even that great. I mean, I get that there's different sources of media. I'm glad that they're looking at YouTube as a source, but Harlem Shake as a meme doesn't mean people want to hear that song. That's what I mean. Like, Billboard Charts means these are songs people want to hear. Harlem Shake is popular because it's a meme on YouTube, which takes it completely out of a context of what Billboard usually stands for. So I kind of don't really feel like, even though I'm happy that YouTube is being acknowledged, I don't feel like it's correct in this medium for Billboard Charts.
If you want to put in perspective this Billboard, the YouTube, if it was a country, it would be the third largest country in the world, with behind China and India. And it really is like 10 Super Bowl audiences a month.
That is crazy. And you know what I love? I watch videos on YouTube like I watch my favorite TV shows.
Right.
There are reality shows that are on YouTube with non-douchebag people that have non-douchebag subject matter that I enjoy. People watch The Bachelor. I watch BF versus GF.
Right.
People watch Dancing with the Stars. I watch the Shaytars.
Right.
And there are more people. And what's weird is it's usually people that are kind of not in tune with what's happening, that aren't into it yet, and they don't get it, so they look at it as a not real thing, like, oh yeah, that's nice. And then you tell them how many people the Fine Brothers have on the React videos watching every week, and they're like, what?
Right.
Like, Dancing with the Stars was #1 on television with 1 million views, and YouTube's The Fine Brothers React series has 3 million views every week. So tell me who's getting more viewers, and it's definitely on YouTube.
I agree. In fact, we're coming up to, I can leak a little bit of information here, but we're coming up to our 1,000th video on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we have something really special planned for that.
Even more special than your yam bag?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been working with Bentley on something. And when that's over, when the 1,000th video is done, we're going to start going to a regular, just a daily or a weekly newscast, which will do the car stuff.
I love that, Nick. Because for a second I thought you were going to do that trick that you told me you were going to do when you were producer of my radio show, drive a car off a cliff.
I tried to do that, but then they told me that my name wasn't Thelma or Louise, so I couldn't do it.
No, well, well, I certainly will be looking in, and make sure to subscribe to Nick's channel. It's Nick JMiles, and my little channel, me Marconi, is my YouTube channel.
And so that's how Pants Free News looks for this week. I hope you were enthralled, entertained, and titillated.
Well, thank you, Nick JMiles. We love bringing you this podcast every week. And we want to do so much more. I don't know what that is exactly, but we'll figure it out. The thing is tell someone you love today about the Pants Free podcast and explain to them that it's not dirty sex toy. Well, okay, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, it is a dirty sex toy, but you should watch, listen, and be part of it anyway.
Yes, everything you want to know about the Pants Free podcast on social medias, even on YouTube, it's just /PantsFreePod. And for all the details and links, pantsfreepod.com. For Nick JMiles, I am Bologna's Francine Marconi saying,
how many colors are in my YouTube video of my yam bag?
Pantalones a libero. Please put your pants back on. Pants Free Podcast. Pants Free Podcast. Pants Free Podcast. Pants Free Podcast.